What's up, guys? This isn't going to be a review of anything. This isn't going to be me even really talking about wrestling that much. This is going to be a couple random updates as far as me, this channel, where I am other than this channel, etc. Just a couple random tidbits of information that I've been meaning to tell you guys for a while, but I always mean to, stick it in at the end or in the beginning of a video, and it never really, either it slips my mind or something else takes precedent or whatever. First and foremost, you guys know all my contact information is in the description box below as usual. You can add me on Facebook, facebook.com/SpazPhoenix. You can add me on Twitter @SpazPhoenix. You can add me on Skype, and my name is SpazPhoenix. What has happened and what sort of fell by the wayside is there is an actual fan group for this channel. So if you want to follow along with me and basically receive all my statuses and tweets and all that sort of thing while I'm watching, I've always sort of made the joke, it's time for everybody's favorite game, tweet along with Spaz. You can get that through the fan channel as well. Also, I come up with little news tidbits, I find funny pictures, I find different things here and there, announcements, yeah, hey, I've heard this is going to happen at the next pay-per-view, that kind of thing. Most of that pops up on my Facebook page. If you've friended me on Facebook, amazing. I always like making friends with you guys. Some of you are amazing. Some of you just kind of add and just find your way into the conversation. That's fine too. It's all good, and you can do that on my Facebook page. That's fine and wonderful. But the fan page for this channel, my personal homepage is facebook.com/SpazPhoenix. If you want the fan page for this channel, facebook.com/YWCSpazPhoenix. It's the only thing that I'm really signed up for that isn't just flat out SpazPhoenix. So it's the only one that kind of sticks out. It'll be in the description box below. Please pass it on. If you know there's anybody else that either already watches my channel or maybe should, or you think will enjoy it, whatever. I'm not trying to push myself on anybody, but please pass me on, both on Facebook and on YouTube, and anywhere else, really, to people that you think will legitimately benefit or be entertained by my videos. There's 216 of you at the moment, and you're all friggin' awesome. I want to be in a position where I can communicate with as many of you as possible, because a lot of you give me a lot of great things to talk about, give me a lot of great feedback. A lot of you give me a lot of encouragement on this channel, and that's really, it's really, really great. I've made some friends here through YouTube, through Facebook to YouTube, through Twitter to YouTube, and you're all fucking amazing. Most of them have done collabs with me at one point or another. Some, are waiting in the wings to do collabs with me. Some I'd like to do collabs with, etc., etc., etc. Anybody who pays attention knows I just did Grappler's Grab Bag 2 with John, also known as VocalAggression, which was amazing. I've done collabs with some of the other horsemen. I've done collabs with some of the guys from the British Fist. I've met some of the lovely, lovely ladies of the YWC, and that is a growing group as far as my group of friends goes, and that is absolutely tremendous. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, add the group, facebook.com/YWCSpazPhoenix, and all the other stuff you already know. All the other stuff people have already been looking me up on, so I don't really need to say anything else. Next point. Kara, my friend Kara, also known as OxOxEmoKittyKatXoXo. I think I got the X's in the right order. If not, it'll be in the description box below. Great YouTuber, does not get nearly, not even half the attention that she deserves. I really, really encourage you guys to go check her out. What is becoming a more and more steady thing for me personally, as far as collaboration goes, is she and I are getting into the habit of doing a collab SmackDown review. You guys that have been watching this channel for a long time know I review Raw, I review WWE pay-per-views, which leaves me Impact, SmackDown, and TNA pay-per-views to take my analytical hat off and just enjoy it as a casual fan, which is great. But I hop onto her channel with her. We usually crank out a great SmackDown review. We've done one tonight. It's wonderful. It's a different opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to pop up somewhere else other than my own channel, which is great. Kara's great. Go pay a lot of attention to her. Enjoy our collab SmackDown reviews. And if I haven't said it enough already, just go check her out. Okay. Next. Alex and Preston, also known as Dalyxman and the 619 Loyalist, have stepped out of the YouTube realm into podcast territory. Their podcast, Wrestling Paradise, just taped its second episode this week. I really, really want, because I like these guys, I like what they're doing, I want these guys to be the premier wrestling podcast in the IWC, and I'm pretty sure they don't need my help to get there, but I'm going to shove as big a rocket as I can find up their asses until it happens, because I am that big a fan of these guys. I, personally, am going to be a part of the podcast in a very, very minimal way. Basically, I was a part of the podcast this week's, which gets released on Fridays. It's on Podbean. The link for download is going to be in the box below. The idea is, if you're going to tune in to hear me, which I encourage you to tune in to see what they're doing. I'm not saying that you should tune in just because I'm on there. The idea being, I'm going to be their guest third person, the podcast after each WWE pay-per-view. So if there's a WWE pay-per-view, that following Friday, you're going to hear me on their podcast. That's not why I'm asking you guys to tune in. I'm asking you guys to tune in or subscribe or download or whatever you do to these guys every week. They're great at what they do. They have a lot of fun. They're not stuffy. They're not all, full of themselves and trying to be authority figures. They're just out there having fun, tossing their opinions out there, and they will welcome yours as well, which is great. They're doing TNA. They're doing WWE. They're doing FCW for the big FCW marks out there, which is also great. I believe Preston has a Q&A session at the end of every episode. I don't completely understand all the details on that, but I'm pretty sure you will understand them if you go and listen to their podcast. I'm urging you to do it. If for no other reason than because I told you to and you love my opinion, go check out these guys. They're a lot of fun. About once a month, I'm going to be on there with them, so it goes from a two-man show to a three-man show. Also a lot of fun. They're not ridiculously long. You guys have sat through longer videos from me than you will with this podcast. They're very to the point, which is awesome. A lot of fun, a lot of energy. We know in the wrestling world right now, there's a lot to be excited about. As long as you cut off the head, which is John Cena, the rest is wonderful, and you feel it in their podcast. I can't say enough about these guys. Like I say, I really want to put a rocket up their ass till they are on the moon. Along with Kara, who also deserves a rocket up her ass, to the moon. I have the privilege, and it is my privilege, to work with these people in various scenarios, doing the SmackDowns with Kara, doing the Aftermath podcasts with Preston and Alex. It's lots and lots of fun, and I love doing it. So I can't be excited enough. Guys, seriously, go check them out. That's all I'm going to say. The last thing I will say is, if you go back a couple of videos on this channel, and this is where we revert back to talking about my own channel, I am doing the Q&A in July. Go back to the video where I asked for questions. Please leave your questions as comments on that video. Other people are popping me messages from other places, either in my inbox or over Facebook or whatever. Please leave your questions as comments on the video that is a request for questions, because when I do the Q&A at the beginning of July, that's where I will be getting the questions from. If you post them somewhere else, it's not going to make it into the show. I really want to get everybody's questions in there. I have about 20 questions as it is, and that's phenomenal. It really is. I really enjoy, and I really appreciate, all the enthusiasm that I'm getting from you guys for this new thing that I'm trying to do. I don't know what else to say. I'm just saying, put your question in the right spot, because I want your questions to be part of my Q&A. The response has been great. You guys are wonderful. Like I said, I'm up to 200, no, not 2,000, I'm botching like Laurinaitis here, 216 subscribers right now, where I can remember a year ago where I didn't even have 100. That's phenomenal. You guys, as I've said before, you all, everybody, every single one of you, from number 1 to number 216, you all humble me. There's nothing else I can say to that. Like I say, grab any contact information you want from the box below. Everybody that I've mentioned, everybody that I plug on a regular basis is down in the contact section below. Angela's information is down there. Kara's information is down there. Alex, Preston, John, all of mine. Find me anywhere on the internet that you can. I will talk to you. I will try to share my opinions, etc. I want to keep that conversation going, like I always say. Check out Kara. Check out her channel. Check out these guys and their podcasts. Check out these guys and their individual channels, Dalyxman and the 619 Loyalist. Check out the podcast. Hey, you're going to hear me, if nothing else. check out my Q&A. There's a lot of fun stuff happening right now, and I want each and every one of you that wants to be a part of it to be a part of it. That's it. That's the update. I really don't know what else to say, so cheers to all of you. And as usual, I've been Spaz. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation, keep this conversation going, don't be a stranger, and I will talk to each and every last one of you later, but for right now, I am tagging out. Bye, guys. Wow.